Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm on today with the alphabet challenge. This challenge is hosted here on YouTube by Pink Bubble Cards, who is Hilary. Now Hilary is going right through the alphabet and she's putting a letter to a technique for every letter, and we're right on to L. Now L is for letterpress. Now when I heard this last week, letterpress, I wasn't sure what she was meaning. She had said letterpress with embossing folders. So I looked up the technique on YouTube and found out about it and had some fun playing and creating some ATC backgrounds. Now, this is the effect that's supposed to be for letterpress. We've got the shells all linked up and the background white. Now how you get that is you take your embossing folder and you use the side that makes the embossed side. This is the embossed side, this is the debossed side. So I took this classic Stampin' Up! Peekaboo Peach pad and inked it all over this side. Then I put my blank ATC in it, folded it over, ran it through my Cuttlebug, or you can run it through whatever die cutting machine you've got, and I got this result from it. Such an easy technique, but very, very effective. As you can see on the back, well, maybe you can't, that's the embossed bit in the back, and this is the debossed bit. So I also wondered what it would be like if I used the other side, if I'd inked up the debossed side. So I gave that a try using the same ink, and this was the result here as well, which is nice as well. Just the other way around. Though I did get the ink, caught the ink there, and there. But maybe you could use that with cover it up with a sentiment or something. I think it's still usable. And I really do like both sides. I'm not sure which one I prefer. So I thought I'd do both sides with every embossing folder that I tried. So next up is this dotty folder. And this is the technique, how it's supposed to be, with the coloured dots, the dots being the coloured, and this is the dots white with the ink in the background. And again, I don't have a favourite, I like them both. And this time round I used the Adirondack lettuce ink. Then I got my Argyle pattern embossing folder. Now this embossing folder, the Argyle patterned embossing folder, it seems to be one of these embossing folders that are embosses and debosses at the same time. So we've got that. I used this chocolate chip Stampin' Up! Pad. Yeah, I got all these Stampin' Up! Pads at a bargain price on a D-stash. They're all very, very juicy still. They're years and years old, but they're really nice pads. So as you can see, the ink's the opposite way round with them both, but they both look very similar. Next up is this one. This is the way it's supposed to be, but caught the ink here, a wee bit here, but I still think that's usable. And this is the other side. So again, like them both. And that was using the Stampin' Up! Baked brown sugar pad. and using the same ink pad again. I think this is the side that was supposed, the letterpress side that you should use, but this is the other side. And again, I like them both. This one was using the classic Stampin' Up! Marina Mist pad. So that's a nice shade. And these ones are very, very pale. And I don't know if you'd pick it up. It's very, very pale pink. And that's the pink in the flowers, and this side's the white flowers with the pink background. Both very pretty. And that time round I used the classic Stampin' Up! Pad Sweet Sugar Plum. And this one, I think this was a Brilliance ink that I used. Can't remember the shade, I don't seem to have it about. But it's like a kind of royal blue shade. Again, this is the side that the letterpress technique should be used, but I don't know why it's coloured the background again. And this is the opposite side, where the white stars, they pop out. And this is a debossed side. But again, both are nice, both are different. Then I've used a butterfly with that same Marina Mist. These two butterflies are used on the embossed side. Again, I've caught the ink again, but this one's moved slightly. You see there. This one's a crisper image, but it's got the ink in the background. It's got a lot of ink where it shouldn't have. But I think it's quite effective. I really quite like this one. And I think they can both be used. And then this is the other side of the embossing folder, where we've got the white butterflies and the swirls in white rather than blue, with the kind of blue background. Both are quite effective, aren't they? And the last one I tried was the thistle embossing folder. Now, this one was a bit patchy, but I think it can still be used. This is using the side that we're supposed to use in the letterpress technique. And this one as well is using the same side with the classic Stampin' Up! Elegant Eggplant. So, and then this is the side that you shouldn't be using, but I think they're both equally as nice, and definitely both usable. So I'm really pleased with this technique, and I'll definitely be using it again. And I've got a load of ATC bases just ready to add things to. I've got a load of ATCs to make as well and get posted out. I'll need to get a move on. So what we've got now is week 21 in the Play and Make challenge, which is hosted by the Crafting Shed Davies, and I do it every week. Now this week threw up another kind of random pick again. It was orange, blue and purple, so definitely not colour scheme that I would tend to pick to put together, but it's quite fun to try. And we've got dyes, which is a good pick. embossing folders, another good pick, and ribbons. Not so keen on ribbons, but I thought I'll make a tag. But then with that colour scheme, I thought, really, what am I going to do with a tag? So I've made that into a tag book. So I've made a wee notebook, because I thought I don't really do journals for myself, and if I was sending a tag to somebody else to put in a journal, I don't really think they'd be going with this colour scheme. so I've made a wee notepad. I've used the ribbon at the top, purple ribbon, so that takes care of that prompt. And dies, I've used the tag. It's a scallop tag die set that I've got. And I've also used this circle die. And this flower die. I used the circles that are punched out of these for the middles of the flowers. Also used this wee one here. Used that one there and there. I've got this tiny wee flower up here. And this kind of spiky flower die. That's this one here. And I've layered it on a blue dot. In the background, I have used this embossing folder. It's a crisscross one with kind of blue metallic card. And also used the dotty embossing folder. And I've inked it up with purple dye based ink, but as you can see, it went really dark because of the orange card. So it looks more black to me than purple, but it is purple. And there's the purple flowers. And I've put a purple back to it there, and purple there. And I've used this cheap card out of Poundland. I'd bought it and I wasn't impressed with it because it's very kind of shiny on one side. So I thought I'll use that for the notepad. So that's the play and make for this week. And we'll get another pick out next Saturday. On Saturday there'll be another 3 colours and 3 things to make with. And I hope you'll go over to Jane's channel, which is the Crafting Shed Davies, and check out what she does there. Check out the play and make challenges and all the other things that she makes on her channel. And I hope you also join Hilary at Pink Bubble Cards and go over and see what she's done for this letterpress. And I'm looking forward to doing next week's alphabet challenge, because that's M for masking. So that's a technique that I think I've done it years ago, but again, it's a technique that I want to revisit. So join me for that next Wednesday, and I'll probably see you before then. Right. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye bye.